Hi, and thanks for joining me for this week's quick business tip. Today, we're going to talk about using your email list to grow your business. There are three things that you need to keep in mind when you start using an email list to grow your business. The first, for me personally, I do not use any of the fancy layouts, large graphic headers, or anything like that. My emails look like very, very similar to exactly what you would see if I just sat down at my computer and said, I want to write a new email to one individual. And the reason that I do that is because when you have to load graphics to make your email look right, in a lot of email readers, that is an extra step that people have to take in order, when it says to view this properly, you can click this link to view it in a browser or download the pictures. And my clients are not the kind that want to take that extra step. I don't ever want to ask my clients to have to take an extra step for no reason. Also, when it looks like it's an email that I just sat down and knocked out from my desktop to one person at a time, I get a much better response rate. Now, I have the metrics and I have done the A/B testing to prove that out. So you need to know your business, your target market, and it may turn out that having a very graphics heavy email is what you need. I'm not selling high-end purses or custom homes. So it's a little bit different. If I was in a market where it's a very visual, when we're doing those kind of sales, I might lean more on the graphic side of things. So you need to figure out what works for you and then be consistent with it and make sure that your marketing is coherent across the board. The second thing that I do is I never call my email sequences newsletters. Nobody wants a newsletter. Everyone hates newsletters. But I do have email campaigns. I do have drip sequences. And when I send these emails out, what I'm doing is I am adding value for anyone in my target market. So sometimes I write emails specifically to sell my product. I will lay out the problem that I solve, how I solve it, the results that I get, and I will have a direct call to action. But some of my emails are intended to educate my target market. So I can give them tips and advice and insights into problems that I know that my target market is currently having. Some of my emails I will use to inspire. Some of the emails that I send out are very testimonial based, and it's there to encourage people who are maybe struggling with the same problem that they don't have to struggle, and that people have found their way out of that same type of struggle and gone on to have incredible success. But regardless of what email gets sent out in any of my campaigns or sequences, I always put the needs of my target market first. So these emails are not to boost my ego. They are not for me to brag on myself or my company. They are ways that let me better serve my clients. And if you think about these emails in those terms, instead of, oh my gosh, I have to write a newsletter, it just becomes a lot more easy to sit down and come up with the type of content that is going to be not only beneficial to your clients, but something that they're going to want to open up and read. And the third thing that I think about when I'm creating emails for my database is that I do not see these emails as being an annoyance to my clients or my prospects. I work with so many businesses that start out the conversation that they don't want to send an email out every week to their database because they don't want to bother them. And I think when you think about your emails as a bother to your clients or your prospects, that's just a really bad mental place to start from. I do send emails that sell my services or let them know about a new program that I'm starting. But I have a lot of clients that those are the only emails that go out. So they might contact their entire database 3 or 4 times a year. Or some of them only reach out to their database when they're having a sale. So now they're only contacting their database and reaching out to them and touching them when they're offering a discount. And what that does is it promotes customers that only want to buy from you when you have a discount. At that point, it's kind of like, why do you have a full price product to begin with? But here's the reality. Very few people are going to be ready to buy from you when they first meet you, especially when you are selling a high ticket item. So they might hear about you on social media, through a lead magnet, a workshop, a networking event. You get their contact information, so you have permission to email them, text them, send them a DM, something along those lines. But they're not going to be ready to just throw $10,000 on the table when they've initially met you. These emails and also planned out direct messages on social media can help you build that know, like, and trust with this person. And emails specifically, even if they're not opening them and reading them, seeing your name or your company name come up in their inbox on a weekly basis is going to put you top of mind for that time when they are ready to buy. If you are not emailing them on a regular basis and your name is not popping up in their email reader on at least once a week, when they are ready to buy, they are unlikely to remember you. They might remember something. They might do a search for you. And 9 times out of 10, they're going to find someone else. And so here's the thing. If they're not thinking of you, they're going to end up finding someone else. And you are the solution to someone's problem right now. And if you are not in front of them on a regular basis and you are not top of mind, then someone else is going to be there when they are ready to buy. And that person maybe isn't as honest as you are, doesn't care for their clients the way that you do, doesn't produce the results for their clients the way that you do. But that's who they're going to buy from if you're not doing the things to grow your business. So I'm going to recommend some action steps that you can take right now to grow your business through your email list. Today, pull together that database and send out an email, one that is going to resonate with your audience. It's going to be cohesive with the rest of the branding that you have online, and it's going to serve your audience in some way. So maybe that's a tip, advice, inspiration, or especially if it's been a while since you've communicated with your audience, maybe you just need to reintroduce yourself. Remind them what problem you solve and give them a direct call to action. So if you are looking to grow your business, but you're not sure what that first best step is for you to take, let's jump on a really quick call. I would love to hear all about your business, who you served, what has worked for you in the past, what isn't working for you now, your goals, your struggles, and help guide you in the right direction to get you the biggest impact for your business today. There's a link down below. contact me and let's put something on the calendar today. Thanks for joining me. I am Jennifer with Limitless Impact Agency.